Powered by the Inside the Birds podcast. Now, live from inside the Matt Black Kia Studios. It's Football at 4.
Josh Eddy covering for Mike Gill as he flies out to Arizona for Super Bowl 57. And we're going inside Arizona with the Inside the Birds podcast. Adam Caplan is back as he is joining us live on location as Super Bowl 57 is hot and heavy underway. And, of course, the Inside the Birds podcast guys, Adam, Jeff, Andrew Shecko, they're all out there in Arizona, and Adam joins us today. Adam, how's life treating you out there?
Good, Josh. Good to be with you. Yeah, I'm on Radio Row, right near our setup for Inside the Birds. Moshe and I will be broadcasting tomorrow with Andrew Shecko, and I just did my hit for my friends at Sports Grid. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it on what should be an unbelievable week. A week that I almost can't believe is here. Eagles and Chiefs. Hard to understand, but it's here. It's unbelievable.
One of the great things about a week like this is when you guys drop a pod like you did. I highly encourage everyone to listen to the John DeFilippo conversation.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that you guys talked with DeFilippo about this week is the level of preparation. It's not like the rest of the season. As much as the coaches want to keep the guys on track, this week is so different than anything else all year, right?
Yeah, and the thing that Flip said, and he made it pretty clear, is that there's so many distractions, so many interviews you have to do. You have to deal with tickets for the family, get everyone flown in. He goes, there's a lot that you got to deal with. But the thing on that interview, which is, I couldn't believe what came out of the interview. Listen, I don't want to give it away, and Josh, you heard it, so you know this, but we talked about Philly Special, of course, and John was involved in it. But wait till you hear him talk about what happened leading up to the Super Bowl with the Philly Special. It's almost a miracle that it worked. I'll leave it at that. Josh, as you know, that what John talked about was almost hard to believe. And his experience when Doug called it on the headset and he heard it, it's like the most amazing thing. So, no, we look forward to that. And John is also, by the way, the head coach of the New Orleans Breakers in the USFL.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool conversation. I don't want to give it away, but some of the stories that he told on the pod, just make sure you grab the Inside the Birds podcast, like, subscribe, download, give it the 5-star review. Adam, let's get to what's going on this week. As we are counting down the days to this game, what for you are turning out to be some of the key matchups that you think are going to be the biggest things for the Eagles this Sunday?
I mean, the good thing, because the Chiefs, they have a good pass rush, there's no question. They give up yards. They'll give up rushing yards. They'll give up passing yards. This is not the Niners' defense. Now, the Eagles scored 31 on a very odd game, obviously. But this should be a high-scoring game. I'm not worried about the Eagles' offense in this game. It's just what's the Eagles' plan to do their best to control Andy Reid's offense. You don't want to see the Eagles could do it. They've shown the ability to do it. But if it has to be the 2017 Super Bowl, Josh, 41-33, where you got to throw the ball like crazy, set an NFL record for combined yards in a game, then they can do that. They clearly can do that, but that's not really what you want to do. But you can do it if you have to. But they have to have a plan to do what they can to slow down Andy Reid. Hey, look, think about this. Tyreek Hill's not playing in this game. He's with the Dolphins. They don't have to worry about that. But they have to find some way to slow him down.
Adam, I talked to former NFL linebacker Chad Brown on Friday, and he talked about how Mahomes is the best he's ever seen at throwing off platform, at making those ad-lib plays. What can the Eagles defense do? The defense that is great at blitzing with just 4 up front. What do you think is going to be the most important thing for them to do against a guy like Mahomes?
See, Mahomes is interesting, Josh. He's really not a runner. He's a scrambler. He sees stuff. He sees something in the defense where he'll move to a part of the field where he thinks he could find comfortability and throw the football. He's just very unique. He's the most unique quarterback like that. And that, to me, is really what it's about. You just have to kind of know. I don't know that you need to spy him, but you need to know, as you just said, he's going to throw off platform, put your hands up, whatever you can to disrupt his timing. But he's going to get his. You just can't be discouraged when they have a big play. That's another thing. You saw, again, I mentioned the 17 Super Bowl when Brady was moving the ball incredibly well, over 500 yards. You just have to understand it's the next play. You can't get discouraged. This should be a scoring fest, Josh. I really do believe that.
Adam Caplan joining us for Football at 4, powered by the Inside the Birds podcast at Caplan NFL on Twitter as he joins us live from Arizona at Radio Row. Adam, the Eagles opened the 21-day practice window for Aaron Sipos a few days ago, and today Sirianni basically was non-committal about the punting situation. What do you think the Eagles are going to do? Because it's not like Kern's done a bad job since he came in here.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, Kern's been okay. He's been disappointing. Let's call it like it is. But I think when you look at it, in the end, it's simple. You'll know, first of all, by 4 p.m. Eastern Saturday. If Sipos is activated, that means he'll be punting. You're not going to have two punters active. That makes no sense. This week's practice will kind of tell. I mean, it's really the only question they have is who's going to be the punter this week. It's kind of a weird thing. I thought Brett Kerr, I thought the signing was great when they did it. It just has not worked out like we thought. He has not been the guy that the Eagles thought they were signing. He hasn't been bad, but he certainly has not been good either.
Which team do you think has the better special teams coming into this game? Is it Kansas City or is it Philadelphia, Adam?
Coverage-wise, the Eagles have come a long way. There's no question about it. Kicking-wise, Butker's really good, though. Andy Reid did reveal that left high ankle sprain he suffered, ironically, against the Cardinals in the stadium on that bad grass. He said he was dealing with it for a couple months, but Butker's leg, the punter is terrific. Townsend got a good long snapper. To me, the obvious difference would be punt returns. Just punting overall. The Eagles' return game, by the way, has been much better. Covey's okay. He's been much better than he was earlier in the season. And obviously, Boston Scott's been a nice surprise. So, and then they're probably going to use Sky Moore as a punt returner. They took him off of it because of ball security issues, but my sense is they'll probably have him doing it again.
Adam, before I let you go, I just wanted to hit on with you about Jalen Hurts because I feel like I saw him smiling more last night than I saw him most of the year. It's amazing, this young man's evolution from what people talked about him for what he was in July and August to what he is now in February before the biggest game of the year. Just tell our audience, for you, what stands out to you the most about the evolution of Jalen Hurts?
You know what it is? It's his ability to execute the play. It's funny you asked this question because I've done a lot of interviews since I've been here. And people, they're like, well, why has he been so much better than last year? He's not missing throws. I mean, those of us who really watched the team closely last year, we documented on our Inside the Bird shows so much last year. There were too many games where he missed throws. The guys were open. He just didn't hit them. Now he's hitting them. I mean, they're very accurate. His accuracy numbers are up. His confidence is way up. He's an aggressive thrower, and it's all good. No, Josh, his confidence level is through the roof. Now, the only thing is the right shoulder injury. That's something that he'll continue to battle through. But hopefully, now he's gotten a week off, it'll be better.
Adam, before I let you go, remind folks again, Inside the Birds live at Radio Row. You, Jeff Mosher, Andrew Checo. Tell the folks what you got guys going on next 3 days.
Yeah, so we're going to go live probably 3 or 4 hours tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. And it's us three, plus we're going to have a bunch of good guests, former Eagles alumni, anyone who's connected with the Eagles or Chiefs will have. And then we're going to grab other people. We might have current players from other teams. Who knows? It's a Radio Row. It's a little different than a normal show.
And of course, that'll be streaming on all your platforms, right? YouTube and everything else, correct?
Yep. Twitter, Facebook. Yep. You're correct. And YouTube. Yep.
Absolutely. And of course, Adam and Jeff and Andrew, they'll be joining Mike Gill throughout the week at Radio Row for Football at 4. Adam, appreciate you squeezing in a few minutes for us. Enjoy the week, my friend.
Thank you.